Welcome to this week's edition of State of the Yankees. Today is Sunday, January 6th, 2019, and our first video of the new year. Wahoo! So, in recap of previous weeks, we've gone through some starting pitchers, we've gone through some position players. Not all the position players, but the ones that were hot stove topics, like your man of the child, Bruce Harper. Today, I wanted to focus on our bullpen, because while we had one of the best, or at least it was touted as one of the best bullpens, I ran some numbers and I found out that our bullpen was actually not as strong as it could have been. There were some contenders in the playoffs last year who had better bullpens than us. Most notably, Houston had a 3.11 ERA as a bullpen group. They were actually the best bullpen of the entire year. So where do we rank? We rank number 10 out of 30 teams at a 3.78 group ERA. Did we have some lights out pitchers like your Chad Greens, your Betances, your Robertson, your Chapmans? Absolutely we do. But when we're looking at a bullpen as a group, as an entire bullpen, the ERA is a little bit high. Boston came in at 3.75, and the top 5 bullpens were Houston, LA Dodgers, Chicago Cubs, the Arizona Diamondbacks, and Milwaukee Brewers. Now granted, 4 of the top 5 being LA through Milwaukee, we never faced, but Houston was number 1, and we did have to face them, and we'll have to see them next year too. So let's go over some of our all-star pitchers in our bullpen. Didn't cover our whole bullpen, just the most notable names from top performers of our staff. They were Aroldis Chapman, Chad Green, Dylan Betances, Zach Britton, Jonathan Holder, Thomas Kaline, and Chance Adams. These are the pitchers that we've either re-signed or didn't lose to free agency in the first place. The pitchers we lost to free agency were David Robertson. And the loss of the fact that we didn't really pursue him made me wonder why. And I remember when we traded for prospects like Labor Torres and we gave the Cleveland Indians Andrew Miller, one of the best relief pitchers in my opinion on the market, and we didn't pursue him. I said, okay, I'm going to list him as, even though he wasn't ours in the first place, the fact that we didn't get him, I consider him a lost entity. So let's look at some of the available pitchers on the market. We have from Colorado, Adam Octavio, who's currently in hot stove marks about the Yankees pursuing him from the Colorado Rockies. Now there are about like 30 some odd relief pitchers that are free agents on the market, but I only listed the ones that are below 3 ERA, and the reason being is because if you get somebody above 3, you're not doing yourself any favors if you're trying to compete with the best in the league. So some of the ones that came across as sub 3 ERAs were Adam Octavio, Calvin Herrera from Washington, and I apologize if I'm butchering their names. I really do. I'm not great at pronouncing names, so I apologize up front. Some of them I'll get, some of them I won't get, so bear with me. Sean Kelly, Xavier Ascendio, B. Wood, and Jay Hancock from Chicago. Now, some of these I have come across in having competed against New York, and others never seen them live because they're national league pitchers, and and the few times that New York has faced them, those teams we didn't see those pitchers come out of the bullpen. So some of they're really hot on this guy from Colorado, but I threw in Sean Kelly from Oakland just because we're trying to get rid of Sonny Gray, and I figured why not have a little bit of laugh. And his ERA is kind of high, 2.94. I think he just better stay in Oakland. But there's some legitimate contenders here and legitimate pitchers that can help us out. Our bullpen as a core is largely still intact, and we have the ability to lock down a game late in the innings if we have a lead. My concern is trying to compete with the upper echelon here. So let me know what you think. Who should we pursue? Adam seems to be the number 1 hot stove topic. We'll see what happens. We could certainly use some help with some better quality arms. Calvin out of Washington, I've seen him, and he is certainly a brand name, and he could certainly help us. I don't know if his price tag could be worth it though, because you don't want to go after somebody just because they're a brand name. You want somebody who's going to be a good performer for you. I think Xavier would probably be okay, and if Chicago's Hancock, I can't see us touching him. I just can't see us touching him because he is their best pitcher, and the fact that he's still a free agent is quite shocking. I would be surprised if they didn't lock him up before the end of the off season. But B Wood out of LA Angels, he had pretty good numbers last year, and there's definitely some quality arms there. And I wouldn't mind seeing any one of these, with maybe the exception of Sean Kelly, I wouldn't mind seeing any one of these on our bullpen to help bolster and strengthen our bullpen. The key thing here is, though, these pitchers are meant to pitch on consecutive days, not every day. And when your starting rotation doesn't last very long, has bad starts, you end up burning through the bullpen way too fast. I really don't want to see any of these pitchers coming in prior to the 7th inning. It's not fair to the arms. You don't want to burn them out and wear them out before the postseason where you're going to need them the most. So I want to know what you think about what I think. Please feel free to look at to leave a comment in the section below. And if you just happen to be browsing the internet and happen upon this video, please feel free to hit the like and subscribe. And until next time, Happy New Year!